Pythagoras.
Pythagoras was an ancient Greek mathematician and philosopher, although he was seen as a numerology-obsessed cult leader during his time. There was a little known about him, given that there were no significant contemporary accounts of his life. Most of his works were accomplished by his followers and contemporaries, which made some people suggest that he might not have existed. Either way, just keep that in mind, we're gonna move on from that now. He was born in Samos, 570 BC, to a wealthy family of merchants. He may have studied in Babylon and Egypt with the best Greek tutors at the time. In 532 BC, he escaped Samos' tyrannical rule to Croton, Italy, and founded a school. Unfortunately, there was an anti-Pythagorean feeling built up, so he moved to Metapontum in 510 BC and lived there until his death.
Let's talk about his achievements. Maths.
The Pythagoras theorem, that's how most people know about him, I think. But did you know that even though it's named after Pythagoras, it was already used 1,000 years ago by Indians and Babylonians? Interesting, right? He also proved that there are only 5 regular solids.
Music.
The Pythagorean theory is that musical intervals are expressed as numerical proportions. For example, in stringed instruments, the tone of a plucked string held at its middle is an octave higher than that of the whole string. The tone of a string held at the 3/4 point is a fourth higher, and that of the one held at the 2/3 point is a fifth higher.
Astronomy.
He was the first person to realize the morning star and evening star were both Venus. He believed that the Earth was a sphere at the center of the universe. He also recognized the orbit of the moon was inclined to the Earth's equator.
Pythagoreanism.
Pythagoreanism is a philosophical school and religious brotherhood founded by Pythagoras in 525 BC and became extinct in mid-4th century. Pythagoreans believe that philosophy can be used as a spiritual purification. They also believe that some symbols have mystical significance. And it was the first Western system of thought to advocate vegetarianism. One of their main beliefs was metempsychosis, which means that our souls pass through cycles of incarnation at birth and are released from the body at death, and repeat until we understand the lessons that we've been brought here to learn. Therefore, Pythagoras taught a highly structured way of life, including religious rituals that attempted to erase wrongs committed in past lives, prayers, symbols, dietary and living restrictions, and vows of silence. The Pythagoreans believed that numbers are the most basic elements in nature, in which the reality is made of mathematical objects. They also invested specific numbers with mystical properties. Their ideas even impacted philosophers Plato, Aristotle, mathematician Euclid, scientists Nicolaus Copernicus, Johannes Kepler, and Sir Isaac Newton. Pythagoras remains a mysterious figure. While he has made huge impacts on the development of mathematics, philosophy, astronomy, and religious thoughts, such a cool guy.